If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Cheers back again and welcome to episode number 73 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. We start with a home game. Of course, we're in the middle of the transfer window right now, but we went all the way up to this game before we ended the last episode. So we start with some footballing action. It's second versus fifth. There's a big points gap of 12 points between ourselves and Bolton, but they still are having a very good season and find themselves in the playoffs in the Championship. Obviously, we will be slightly more aware of the threats that they face thanks to our Football Manager exploits over the past few weeks. We were briefly manager at Bolton Wanderers before moving on and starting a new save, etc. So, of course, we will know a few of the players in their starting lineup, although obviously just from being a football fan, you know a few players in their starting lineup like Jay Spearing, etc., like Adam Bogdan and David Wheater and Tim Weem. Tim Weem. And of course, Mark Davies in the midfield as well. All very, very good players, all former Premier League players that can definitely cause us some problems. And as you can see, Odelusi is the man that picks off possession here and actually drives towards our goal. And then it is Mark Davies that's going to stand it across. And I don't know how Chung Yong Lee hasn't been able to get that into the back of the net. It's an incredible save by our lonely goalkeeper. And to be honest, I was delighted that he made it because going 1-0 down so early on against the side that is as strong as Bolton really wouldn't have caused us any favours whatsoever. But O'Halloran steals it off Odelusi this time. He's giving away possession rather than winning it back, and Kwesi gets the turn on Tim Ream, just beats him for pace and strength, and it's a great side-footed finish into the back of the net. Always confident in Kwesi in positions like that to put the ball into the goal net, and he did so with quite consummate ease there, to be completely honest. But Jay Spearing's trying to work an opportunity for Bolton again, but he's actually going to get the ball picked off as he passes it into Mado, and we're actually going to catch him on the counter-attack here. Kwesi and Casado obviously have great pace here, just utilising Kwesi's pace to go around Tim Ream again. Just leaves him standing, absolutely leaves him dead. I overran it slightly and Bogdan came out and I had no other option but to pass it across. But fortunately, Casado's got the pace to keep up with Kwesi and was able to offer his services there for the ball across. And in rather Barcelona style, we make it Cambridge 2, Bolton 0. And then Kwesi's going to dance into the box here. But Adam Bogdan's hands there, really good reflexes from him and great handling to make sure that he just plucks out of the air, pulls it into his chest. We stay 2-0 as we head towards half-time. Kwesi again, though, causing some problems in their back line. They win the ball there, but they also go through the man to win the ball. And Kwesi goes down, and he's going to stay down as well. See him holding his... I couldn't really figure out whether he was holding his knee or his ankle there, but he is going to have to be substituted off. So James Wilson's going to have to come on, and we'll find out at the end of the game how long that injury is going to keep Kwesi out for. But obviously he's our top goal scorer. Solid tackle from the defender, but it was a legal challenge, put it that way. We're just unlucky with the fact that Kwesi came off worse for wear from it. But Spearing here, getting the ball into Mado again. They kept giving the ball away, Bolton, and then winning it back immediately. But Spearing plays in Chung Yong Lee. A nice ball into Spearing again. Squares it across to Max Clayton, who really should do better in that situation. He's got to put that at least on target, if not into the back of the net. And then we get another injury, this time to Fabian Casado, our other top goal scorer. Incredible stuff so far in this game against Bolton. I couldn't believe I'd lose both my best strikers in one game to injury. He's still on the ground here, but we're continuing to play on, which means it probably won't be as long an injury if he doesn't have to come off, which I guess was a good thing. So I carried on playing. Chikawee with the ball over to Luca Reja. Actually steals it off the defender as he dilly-dallies on it, and he slots it underneath the goalkeeper. 3-0. Casado's back on his feet at least, and we round out the game with a 3-0 victory. So 3 goals and 3 points to go towards our Championship promotion campaign, and we'll find out right now how long those players are going to be out for. Unfortunately, Kwesi suffered a hyperextended knee, which means, kind of his leg bent the wrong way at the knee. So he's going to be out for 4 weeks. Fortunately, Fabian Casado's only out for 5 days, so he will be available for the next game, although I think his fitness was a little bit lower, so I'm not actually going to start him in the next one. But we're obviously trying to bring in a right back now, considering we sold Matteo Lanzoni to Bari in the Italian leagues for about £550,000. So we need a replacement, offering Mario Pineda £4,600 a week. Hopefully he will accept it. Right now we can afford that wage budget, as you can see, but we're still rejecting offers for Fabian Quesada, but we've had pre-contract offers accepted by Mehdi Zafane, the right back at Lyon, who is an extremely promising talent. So he will be joining us at the start of the next season, and I wasn't sure what to do with Luke Berry here. Obviously he's down as a right mid, but he can play centre mid as well, and that's where he played for Cambridge in real life a couple of seasons ago, and he came through our youth academy, was a very, very good player for us, helped us get promotion out of the football conference into the football league. You can see his stats are okay. He's probably going to be one of the better midfielders we have at the club should we decide to sign him, and I am actually going to go ahead and bring Luke Berry back into the club, so he will be coming in on a pre-contract as well, and he'll join us at the start of the next season. So we're delighted to be bringing back a former player in Luke Berry, to be completely honest. Really pleased with that, and Mehdi Zafane as well will be an incredibly good right back when he comes in. The thing is, that now leaves me with not enough money to bring in Mario Pineda, to bring in someone for right now at right back. Greg Taylor was on the transfer list, and to be honest, Lanzoni wasn't, but since Lanzoni's gone out, I now can't afford to let go of Greg Taylor, because then I'll be short on players in the wing-back position. So we'll have to try and move on to someone else, another squad rotation player, which we do have a few on the transfer list, including, of course, Tom Elliott, who actually has to start this game thanks to all of the two injuries to Quesada and to Kwesi Appiah, obviously, but James Wilson starts up alongside him. So two big, tall, strong players this time, rather than the two pacier players that we ordinarily would start. And again, it's against a side that we will be familiar with. Of course, we were manager at Walsall for about 6 to 8 months or so on Football Manager as well, so we definitely know their side very well. And of course, they beat us last time we played them, 3-2 actually, in the league, so we want to do better this time, much better this time, especially considering we're in front of our home fans, so we will of course try to do so. Chicoe whips the corner in, and Josh Coulson wins the initial header, but unfortunately Richard O'Donnell was able to make a comfortable save, and that was the first half. As you can see, the only shot of the game in the entire first half was that header, so it wasn't necessarily the most entertaining games in the first 45. I was hoping it would perhaps liven up in the second half, although preferably at the other end to the one where the action is right now. Of course, Tom Champion, our former player, stands the ball up for Cracknell at the back post. Don't know how he hasn't been able to get that into the back of the net. He's all on his own there. So much space. He has to put that in the net. There's no excuses. James Wilson breaks into the box. He's about to pull the trigger for the shot and score the goal to put us 1-0 up. Clayton brings him down. It's a definite foul. He was the last man. It's a definite red card. In fact, it may not even have been Clayton. Yeah, it was Ryan Clayton. It's weird. The referee looks as if he was giving the card to the other guy at the back, but then decided to give it to Clayton instead. But you can see, comes through the back of him, nowhere near the ball, swipes out his legs. Definite penalty. And since James Wilson won the challenge, or won the penalty kick, I'm going to give him the opportunity to score the penalty kick as well. On loan from Manchester United. Been disappointing for us so far, and continues in that vein. Missing the penalty with 20 minutes to go. So we're also going to be back up against the wall, considering they only have 10 men now. But like I said, it hasn't been the most entertaining game so far, and it will continue to be like that, unfortunately. They give the ball away here, though. We are going to get the chance to win it if we can. Tom Elliott has the pace to get in behind. He's still going here. Have to take the shot that early on because the defender's coming across to him, and it's well saved by the goalkeeper, and that means that we are only going to draw the game against Walsall. So I was really disappointed not to have gotten the win in the circumstances, and you know for sure if Quesada and Kwesi had been in that starting lineup, we would have won that game. But unfortunately, Tom Elliott and James Wilson weren't good enough. We've had the contract offer accepted by Mario Pineda, £4,600 a week, but I only have £4,000 available in my wage budget. I can't afford to bring him in yet, so there's just over a week left in the transfer window. We've got a cup game against Chelsea coming up in the next episode. I'm not sure whether we'll see the prize money from that before deadline day or not. Fingers crossed we do, in which case we will be able to bring Pineda in. Hopefully we can sell someone else on as well, and that will free up some more funds before the transfer deadline day, but fingers crossed we'll be able to at least get some business done in tomorrow's episode. But that is going to bring today's to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you might have missed. There was a 50k subscriber special video that went up yesterday. My gaming/YouTube setup, so definitely check that out if it's something you're interested in. Of course, there was my play that went up earlier on today and yesterday, and I'll be streaming FIFA over on twitch.tv/Chesnoid Gaming later on this evening as well. So check the links in the description to my Twitch and to my Twitter to make sure you know when I'm going live, etc. But that will be all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.